mwanzo na mwisho. Si watoto takusifu na tutakuabudu, ndio sababu twasema asante. Nishike mkono nisianguke, nahitaji msaada kutoka kwako.
Hai. Poa.
How are you?
Salama.
Very good. Very good. Hello. How are you? Very good.
Your Excellency, welcome to AWS Development Center in Nairobi. It's a great pleasure to have you around. These are my fellow engineers. So what we do here is support companies set up on AWS. A good example would be Cellulant, which supports payment platform in Africa. We as cloud support engineers help them set up their architecture, troubleshoot their environments if they have any issues. And it's a great pleasure to be coming back home as engineers.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good. Where were you before?
So 8 of us were based in South Africa, in Cape Town.
Yes.
So when this opportunity presented itself, we were super glad to be back home. Yeah.
So, but you will still be doing what you were doing out of South Africa. You are now going to be doing it out of Kenya.
Correct. So yeah, we still support the entire globe as cloud support engineers based in Nairobi. Bless you.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your Excellency. Yeah. Yeah.
I was explaining to you, Felix is one of the engineers that we came here to source the talent in 2019 when we could not find talent in South Africa. He was one of the engineers that we found.
Correct. And and I also have some of the team members who are part of that team, and it's a great pleasure that some of my other colleagues who are here got to start the AWS journey from right here in Nairobi. Yeah.
What is, in your experience, how long have you been here?
So I came over in February.
Okay. Yeah. Your experience working out of Kenya and working out of South Africa. Can you tell me something about it? What you...
So it's really.
Of course, this is home.
Yes, that's what I was just about to say that. Yeah, so it's amazing working from home. We as engineers here are a very young lot. Our median age for the team here is about 28 years. Working from here, we get challenged by local members of the Kenyan community, tech community. So it's really amazing being back home. We like the support that we get, the challenges that we get to experiment. We like making impact from right here in Nairobi, our motherland.
Let me ask you, I'm sorry, it's not an interview. What do you think we should be doing differently or better with our curriculum in terms of the TVETs and also maybe at the university level? Do you think we're doing it right, or do you think there are areas where we can improve?
I think we are heading in the right direction. A lot of the engineers that we have here went through the computer science program. Technology is truly the future of the entire planet. The curriculum that we have currently does train engineers to get ready for the work environment. I think what we can improve on is probably provide a wider platform for engineers, even in rural areas, to be able to have the same skill set that everyone across the city has.
What kind of suggestion would you give to me on the big pool of students we have in our TVETs. Is that a place where you think we can build some capacities, engineering capacities, or you think it should be at the university level?
Your Excellency, can I take that one?
Yeah, okay.
I am currently planning to work with top 3 universities in Kenya to run or structure an internship program. That will be our starting point to make sure that we attract the young talent in Kenya.
In addition, Your Excellency, in April this year, together with the Minister of ICT and ICTA, we announced an initiative called AWS Academy. The original intention was to run it with 10 public universities. But then because of the special place of TVETs, we are actually rolling it out to public universities and TVETs as well. And this will now raise the overall quality of engineers that come out of TVETs.
Because when we went the route of TVETs, it was out of the realization that we need to build. We were so much aligned in the direction of, I don't know what to call it, formal education, and all those other courses, and we lagged behind for a long time on technical subjects. People had reservations about STEM courses, science was difficult, and the sciences were left behind. So as part of addressing that inconsistency and bias, we came up with technical TVETs. And the idea was to build a bigger pool of people with technical knowledge, and it should stretch all the way. It should stretch all the way. So the question I'm interested in is, how do we build a bigger pool of young people with skills around what you're doing, around people who can support Amazon Web Services. How do we build a bigger pool of those people using the other layers of our education system? Is it a possibility that you're willing to explore? Exactly what you're saying?
Absolutely, Your Excellency. In fact, actually, the reason we also extended to TVETs was because of a realization that TVETs were covering areas where some public universities were not going to. One of the launches we attended together with the ICTA and the ministry was in a TVET called in Kinango, Kwale County, which is pretty deep.
Pretty interior. I opened that TVET.
Yes, and so we met people. They are very eager to learn, very excited. When the Konza team put on the computers, the guys were really getting engaged. But in addition to that, you may have heard of the program we're calling AWS Restart, which also caters for what we're calling the underemployed or unemployed, because we're also aware that not everyone is going to find their way to a tertiary institution. And so we've already done that. We launched this in May 2021, and so far I've trained actually thousands of Kenyans. At the end of them, they get global certifications, and some have then moved on to get global jobs, entry-level cloud jobs, supporting customers that are not just in the country.
Wonderful. Okay, that sounds great.
So, Your Excellency, we have done 11 universities in collaboration with AWS. We have trained the trainers on cloud infrastructure, and they took the exams about 2 weeks ago. We had 28 of them being trained. This was on the pilot basis. So now we can cascade it to the TVETs, so that then using the curriculum, it's going to be online but instructor-led training on cloud infrastructure. We can then cascade it to the other universities and the other TVETs. Even the BTCs. But at least for the universities, we are covered.
That sounds great. Okay.
Your Excellency, sir, with your permission, they had requested for a quick photo just before we leave. So if the engineers, we can all just...
Okay, just hold on. Does anybody here have a question for me?
That lady looked like she had a point.
You guys have no questions for me, okay.
So if we can quickly arrange ourselves the way we had planned, please.
Okay.
Then just leave a gap.
Okay.
Maybe you can take one with the students along.
Yeah. Thank you, Excellency.